Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Speak English podcast. I'm David, and today's episode is perfect for those of you who want to speak English every single day.
Hey David. Hi everyone. I'm so excited to be here again. Today's topic is super fun, super useful, and, trust me, you'll want to stick around for the challenge at the end.
That's right, but before we start, let me ask you something. Could you explain your daily routine in English right now? Smoothly, without translating in your head?
Most people struggle with that, and it's totally normal. But in this episode, we'll show you how to turn your daily routine into one of your strongest fluency tools.
We'll guide you through simple tips, real examples, and a practical method that you can start using today to speak more clearly and confidently about your day.
So relax, grab a drink, and let's practice together. You'll see how fun and easy it is to speak about your day when you know exactly what to say and how to say it.
And hey, if you want to speak English with more confidence and less stress, hit that like button and subscribe. Your future fluent self will thank you.
Let's do this. In today's episode, we're going to make your English practice part of your daily life, starting right now. Ready? Let's get into it.
One of the best ways to build your fluency is by practicing something that's already part of your life, your daily routine. You already know what you do every day, so the mental effort to think of content is low. That's exactly why this technique is so effective and easy to stick with.
When you practice talking about your daily routine, you're not just memorizing words. You're creating strong connections between actions, times, and language. The more often you repeat these patterns, the more automatic your speaking becomes, which is key to fluency.
This technique is all about repetition with purpose. Every day, you do the same basic things. Wake up, eat, work, rest. That repetition gives you the perfect foundation to repeat the language too, using the present tense and simple verbs to describe what's happening.
The beauty of this method is that you're working with real-life content. You're not imagining fake situations or trying to memorize phrases you never use. You're talking about your day, your habits, your reality, and that makes everything stick more easily.
And it's scalable. You can start with just a few actions like, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I eat breakfast. Then, as you become more confident, you can expand with details, time expressions, or even reasons why you do things the way you do. It grows with you.
Another great part is that this practice builds fluency and confidence. Because you're working with content you control, it feels safe. There's less pressure to be perfect. And the more you repeat it, the more natural and automatic your English becomes.
This isn't about grammar rules or memorizing long lists. It's about using English actively to describe what's happening in your life. It trains your brain to think in English by connecting language to real experiences, something textbooks can't really do.
Also, you don't need anyone else to get started. This is solo practice that fits into any part of your day. You can talk to yourself out loud in the shower, while cooking, or even while walking. It's private, pressure-free, and incredibly effective.
Think of this like a workout for your speaking skills. And just like going to the gym, consistency is what makes it work. Even 5 minutes a day of focused speaking about your routine can lead to big improvements in your fluency over time.
So if you've ever felt stuck or unsure of how to practice your speaking, this is your answer. Talking about your daily routine is the simplest, most natural, and most practical way to build real fluency that stays with you. Let's dive deeper together.
Let's walk through a simple example together. I'll describe part of my daily routine using the present tense. Listen to how natural and repetitive the structure is. It's easy to follow and perfect for practicing. Here's how I start my day, every day.
That's a great idea, David. I'll do the same right after you. And if you're listening right now, try to repeat the sentences out loud or even shadow what we say. Speaking along is a powerful way to build confidence and muscle memory. Let's go.
I usually wake up at 7 a.m. I turn off my alarm, sit up in bed, and take a few deep breaths. Then I go to the bathroom, wash my face, and brush my teeth. After that, I head to the kitchen and make a cup of coffee before checking my emails.
My morning routine is a bit different. I get up around 6:30. I stretch for a few minutes, then I drink a glass of water. I always take a quick shower before breakfast. I usually eat oatmeal with fruit while listening to a podcast or some soft music.
After breakfast, I start preparing for my workday. I check my calendar, make a to-do list, and plan my tasks. Around 9 a.m., I sit down at my desk, turn on my laptop, and begin working. I usually start with emails or simple tasks to warm up.
My workday begins at 8. I turn on my computer, review my notes from the day before, and then dive into my first big task. I try to keep my phone away so I can stay focused. Around 10:30, I take a short break and stretch, or make a fresh cup of tea.
Around noon, I take a lunch break. I usually eat something light like a sandwich or salad. If the weather's nice, I go for a short walk after lunch. It helps clear my mind and reset my energy before jumping back into work for the afternoon.
My lunch break is usually at 1 p.m. I prepare something healthy and quick, maybe rice with vegetables. I like to eat away from my desk and give my brain a rest. Sometimes I read a few pages of a book or just sit quietly before going back to work.
In the evening, I usually finish work around 6 p.m. I take some time to relax, maybe watch a short video, or play a bit of music. Then I prepare dinner, usually something simple, and I enjoy it while chatting with a friend or catching up on a show.
My evenings are peaceful. I cook something nice, clean up the kitchen, and then take a shower. After that, I write a few lines in my journal and read a bit. I try to avoid screens before bed. Around 10 p.m., I turn off the lights and go to sleep.
When you talk about your daily routine in English every day, you naturally increase your speaking speed and reduce hesitation. That happens because you're using the same verbs and sentence structures again and again until they become automatic in your mind.
Another big benefit is that you stop overthinking. Because you're working with actions and habits you already know, your brain doesn't get stuck. Translating. You start to think directly in English, which is exactly what you need to become truly fluent.
It also helps improve your pronunciation and rhythm. By repeating your daily routine out loud, you develop the muscle memory in your mouth and tongue to speak more clearly and confidently. Your voice becomes more natural, and your speech flows better.
This technique is also great for building confidence. Talking about your day is personal and safe. There's no pressure to impress anyone. You're just practicing with what you already do every day, which makes it easier to speak without fear of mistakes.
You also expand your vocabulary naturally. As you describe your routine more often, you start adding new words like boil, stretch, or meditate, without needing to memorize word lists. These words come up because they matter in your daily life.
And let's not forget listening comprehension. When you listen to other people talk about their routines, like we're doing now, you start recognizing useful expressions. You notice how sentences are built, which helps you speak and understand better.
Practicing your routine daily also helps you stay consistent. It gives you a clear focus and removes the question of, what should I practice today? You always have something ready to say, and that habit creates real, lasting improvement in your fluency.
It even prepares you for real conversations. Whether you're meeting someone new, talking in class, or having a job interview, describing your daily routine is a common topic. Practicing it often helps you respond naturally and without stress in those moments.
This habit also works as a warm-up before more complex speaking tasks. Starting your day by talking about your routine in English can boost your mental energy, and help you feel more prepared to communicate during the day, at work, school, or anywhere.
Most importantly, this practice builds a relationship between your language and your life. You stop seeing English as a school subject and start using it as a real tool. It becomes part of who you are, and that's when fluency starts to grow naturally.
If you want to make this a part of your daily routine, the first step is simple. Write down a list of the main things you do every day. Keep it short and clear. Just basic actions like wake up, eat, go to work, take a shower. Don't worry about grammar yet.
Once you have your list, start turning those actions into full sentences in English. Use the present tense and simple structures like, I wake up at 7, or I eat lunch at noon. Keep the language easy, because that's how you'll build fluency over time.
Now comes the important part. Say those sentences out loud. Don't just read them in your head. Really, speak them. If possible, record your voice and listen back. That helps you hear how you sound and what you can improve. It's a powerful learning tool.
Then, start adding small details to your sentences. Instead of I eat lunch, say, I eat lunch at 1 p.m. and I usually have rice with chicken. These extra pieces of information make your speaking more natural and help you remember more vocabulary.
After that, make it a daily habit. Set a time during the day, maybe after breakfast or before bed, to talk about your routine in English. Even 5 minutes a day will help. It's more important to be consistent than to speak for a long time once a week.
You can also use a timer to challenge yourself. Try to speak for 1 full minute without stopping. Then increase to 2 or 3 minutes. This builds fluency and helps you practice speaking continuously, just like in a real conversation.
Another great idea is to stand in front of a mirror while you speak. That gives you a sense of body language and eye contact. It might feel strange at first, but it trains you to feel more comfortable speaking English with confidence and clarity.
Try mixing things up. Some days, talk about your morning. Other days, describe your evening or what you do at work. This variety keeps the practice fresh and helps you become more flexible in your speaking. Just keep it part of your daily rhythm.
And remember, it's okay to repeat the same sentences. In fact, repetition is the point. The more you say them, the more natural they feel. Over time, your brain will stop translating and start thinking directly in English without hesitation.
So choose a time, find a quiet spot, and just start talking. You don't need anything fancy. No app, no teacher, just you and your voice. Speaking about your routine every day is one of the most powerful habits you can create to become truly fluent.
One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to sound perfect from the beginning. They get frustrated when they don't use advanced vocabulary or complex grammar. But the truth is, fluency starts with simple sentences used consistently and confidently.
Another mistake is translating every sentence mentally before speaking. This slows you down and breaks your flow. Instead of thinking in your first language and translating, focus on thinking directly in English, even if your sentences are short at first.
A lot of learners also depend too much on reading and forget to actually speak. Saying things silently in your mind doesn't train your speaking muscles. You need to speak out loud every day, even if it's just to yourself in a quiet room.
Some people avoid repetition because they think it's boring, but repetition is exactly what helps your brain create automatic language patterns. If you say the same sentence 20 times, it becomes easier, faster, and more natural, just like learning a song.
There's also the trap of overcomplicating everything. People try to describe every tiny detail with advanced vocabulary. Start simple. You don't need to say everything. Focus on key actions and common words first. Then add details as you feel ready.
Many learners wait for the perfect moment to practice, when they feel more confident or less tired. But that moment rarely comes. You have to practice even when it feels uncomfortable. Fluency grows when you push through those small barriers daily.
Another mistake is comparing your English to someone else's. You might hear a native speaker or advanced learner and feel discouraged. But your journey is unique. Focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate small wins. They lead to big results.
Also, don't skip days just because you're busy. Missing one day becomes two, then a week. Instead, find moments that fit your lifestyle. You can practice while walking, cooking, or getting ready for bed. 5 minutes is better than 0.
One more mistake is thinking that if you're not fluent yet, you're not improving. That's simply not true. Improvement happens slowly and silently. Every time you speak your routine, your brain is building connections, even if you don't see results instantly.
And finally, don't be afraid of making mistakes when speaking. Mistakes are part of learning. Every fluent speaker made thousands of them. The more you speak, the faster you learn. So keep going, keep speaking, and trust the process. You're doing great.
Now, it's your turn. Here's a challenge that's simple, fast, and incredibly powerful. Take 1 minute today to describe your morning routine in English. Out loud, no notes, no translation, just you speaking freely and naturally.
And don't worry about grammar or being perfect. Just say what you do when you wake up, what you eat, how you start your day. Keep it real. If you pause or repeat yourself, that's totally fine. The goal is to keep speaking without stopping.
If you want to take it to the next level, record yourself. Use your phone, voice memo app, or camera. Then listen back and ask yourself, was I clear? Did I use the same words too much? What small change can I try tomorrow? That's how progress happens.
Want another idea? Stand in front of a mirror and say your routine as if you were telling it to a friend. Use gestures, eye contact, even facial expressions. This helps you feel more natural and prepares you for real-life conversations.
Make it a habit for the next 7 days. Every morning or every night, speak for just 1 minute about your day. You can start with the same sentences, but try to add a little more each time. 1 minute may seem short, but it builds massive fluency.
If you're not sure how to start, begin with this phrase. In the morning, I usually, and go from there. Let your words flow, and don't worry if it feels messy. The important part is doing it consistently, not doing it perfectly.
Keep a notebook or use your phone to write down a few words you want to include next time, like make coffee or go for a walk. That way, you're building vocabulary that actually fits your life, and you'll be more likely to use it again and again.
And if you're feeling brave, share 1 or 2 sentences from your routine in the comments. We'd love to read what your day looks like, and it's a great way to practice. Writing and get feedback from this amazing community.
Remember, fluency doesn't come from knowing more words. It comes from using the words you already know more often and more naturally. And your daily routine gives you the perfect place to practice that every single day.
So take this challenge seriously, but don't take yourself too seriously. Have fun with it. The more you enjoy the process, the more motivated you'll be to keep going. You've got this, and we're cheering for you every step of the way.
Today we showed you how talking about your daily routine in English can help you speak more naturally, think faster, and feel more confident. It's simple, personal, and powerful. And you don't need anything but your voice to get started.
We guided you through how the technique works, gave you practical examples, and shared the biggest benefits of making this part of your day. Fluency comes from small actions repeated often, and your routine is the perfect place to begin.
You also learned a clear step-by-step process you can follow right now. Just a few minutes each day, Speaking out loud, using present tense, adding new words naturally, can completely transform the way you communicate in English.
And we warned you about common mistakes like overcomplicating, translating, or chasing perfection. Fluency is not about speaking like a native. It's about being understood and expressing yourself clearly and confidently.
If you found this helpful, we want to hear from you. Leave a comment telling us one thing you do every morning, afternoon, or evening. Practicing in the comments is also a great way to reinforce what you've learned.
And if you made it to the end of this episode, it means you're truly committed to improving your English. Write the word routine in the comments so we know you were with us all the way. We love seeing who's here until the final minute.
Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this episode. It helps us reach more learners around the world. And make sure to subscribe so you never miss a new episode filled with practical ways to boost your fluency.
Thanks for joining us today. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and most importantly, enjoy the journey. We'll see you in the next episode of the Speak English podcast. Until then, keep speaking, keep growing, and keep going.